Hello everyone, and welcome to today's live Q&A. And thanks very much for joining me. This is still a learning curve for me, and I just want to give you guys as much value as I can and answer as many questions as I can. So today's question that I was asked was, I really want to start an online business, but what if I fail? Now, I would say this is the number one fear everyone has when they start their online business. How will I make it work? What if I fail? What will people think? Will everyone judge me? Will everyone think I'm crazy because I'm not doing a normal 9-to-5 job? What if I'm not smart enough or brave enough or entertaining enough or determined enough or have enough work ethic or discipline? I guess it brings up all of your self-doubts. That imposter syndrome comes up as well. And that's a term that's used by anyone who teaches online business. So imposter syndrome is basically you think, hey, why would anyone listen to me? So yes, I even have that. And I've heard all the successful people in online business, they all at some time or another have thought that. So you are not alone in that fear. I guess the trick is, if you want it badly enough, if you want the result, if you want all the benefits that come with online business, the flexible work hours, not having to put your kids into full-time daycare, not having to put them into before or after school care or school holiday care, being there for all the, the school events, the school pickups, especially dads. I think dads miss out on a lot of that. And mums who go back to work, they miss out on it, and then they suffer from mum guilt, which is, just weighs you down so badly. Are you being a good mum? Are you being a bad mum? I think all of us at some point think we're being a bad mum. So basically it comes back to, that fear of failure. It often comes from not being clear on why you're in business or why you want to be in business, and then having a strategy or a game plan on how you're going to go from, where you are now at zero to earning whatever it is that you need to earn to, pay your bills, for example. So initially, you just might want to earn $1,000 a month. And that might mean you don't have to go back to your job because it's, paying some basic bills, and that if you got to 1,000, then you can probably get to 2,000. So it will build on your belief. So maybe even having that smaller goal will help you build some belief, because I think a lot of people pitch, create a 6-figure online business, which for those of us who initially don't have all of that confidence and belief in ourselves and what we can offer, then I think it's too big a stretch to believe you can be earning $100, $200, $300,000, or whatever currency you're in, or $1 million from a business. So I know I'm very privileged to be part of a group at the moment, and the lady who is teaching the more advanced online business course, she's earning multiple millions of dollars. And her level of belief in her business and herself and her level of business thinking is far superior to where I am. But I am focusing on, okay, I have a level of knowledge and expertise, or not even expertise, but a level of knowledge and confidence. And I am helping those who don't even have that level of knowledge and confidence. So, for example, say you want to start an online business I know there's a lady also on the course, she's teaching about how to stop your puppy from biting. And she was struggling with a traditional business of doing dog training, and she wanted to find a way of taking that business online and being like a digital product that people could buy. So it's not based on her time, one-to-one clients or one to a small group, but it's actually, then she can teach her knowledge and expertise to hundreds of thousands of people. And I've seen what her product looks like, her online product, and it's phenomenal. I think it's what every person who has a young puppy would want to solve. All the major problems that you have with a young puppy, she teaches you how to solve them in a very simplistic way, which is amazing. And I think, it's such a simple product. Well, not simple, but, such a simple idea and such an amazing product that if she had let that fear and, all of her doubts in herself stop her, then that product wouldn't be launching out into the world and saving all the new puppy owners from tearing their hair out because there's puppies biting them and their kids and jumping up everywhere and chewing things and won't walk on the lead and all the little habit and peeing everywhere. So she's working through taking her audience through solving all of those problems themselves. And I think, amazing. She's had the courage to go and buy an online program to teach her how to take what knowledge she has and launch it online. And I think we all underestimate the message we have in ourselves and what we can offer the world. I know myself, that's definitely been something that I've struggled with. And it just comes down to, do you want the end result badly enough to do the work anyway? I think it's that whole feel the fear and do it anyway. And there's also another quote I listen to a lot, and it's take action. Through taking action, it overcomes that fear, because little by little you gain more confidence every time you take an action step and you go, oh, okay, I did that. And then the next week you go and tackle your next step and you go, oh, yep, did that. And slowly you're building more and more confidence in yourself and what you want to achieve. And then you begin to see, oh, actually, that path ahead of me, it doesn't look so scary. It does seem possible to me. So I think the main thing is find a program you can follow, get clear on your outcome and very clear on what you want your business to look like. So what is it going to look like? What's a plan to get it from concept? Who's your audience? What's your mission? How do you want to be perceived in the world? How do you get your identity out into the world? How do you then market that? What's your copy going to look like? What is it what the words you want to look like? You want to write and put out there in the world describing your product. And then obviously you've got to write your product, or you create your product and get it out there to the world. So how are you going to do that? It all seems very scary in the beginning and too hard. But then I think the other option is you go back to a job for the rest of your life. You have no control over your time, no control over, what your workload is. I think everyone I know that does have a job, they're all complaining about they're working, the job of doing the work of 2 or 3 people. They're being overworked. Some are getting paid okay, but I think realistically, they're missing out on life. Their health suffers. They don't have time with their kids, their spouse. They don't get to do much, fun things because they're completely burnt out on the weekend. So I think, the alternative, is the alternative better? It depends on what you can tolerate. And if you want to just have a life where you tolerate, then maybe don't pursue your dreams of online business. I don't know. That's the reality. That's the conversation I had to have with myself. And I got to the point where I decided, as Tony Robbins said, you burn the boats. You basically have no plan B. Plan B for me, going back to a job, doing admin, being not underappreciated, underpaid, told what hours I have to be in, how many days I can have off, feeling bad if I take sick days because my kids are sick. Geez, my little 3-year-old, she's sick all the time. The amount of time I would have to have taken off work if I had a job in the last 12 months is just crazy. So, yes, I have been in the corporate world and I am now in the life of an online business owner. And it is tough and it is scary. But I love the freedom and the flexibility. I get to have every Friday off. Well, I do a bit of work, but I have my daughter. So we get to go do fun things. And if I want to pick another day with her on a Monday, or I feel, I didn't sleep very well, she didn't sleep, and we just want to lay around, and I'll just do a little bit of work on the computer, when I can. And the rest of the time we'll just hang out. And I love that. That's just me. But anyway, I hope you have some value and that answered the question about what if I fail. I probably answered more about the why would you overcome your fears. Yes, I think fear of other people judging you. If you really narrowed it down, if you did get out there and do this, how many people really on the list of all the people you know would judge you for doing the online business that you want to do? And have a look at each of those people. Write out your list. You probably find it's maybe 20 people at most. And what is the worst thing that those people could say to you? And then have a think about, is that really worth giving up your dream just because those people think that? So this is something I've actually discussed recently with my husband, because he's finally launching his online business in personal finance, and he had to overcome that fear of, what if, it's such a big diverse change in it's his passion project at the moment. He's still working full time. But what is everybody going to think? Because he's been an engineer for 25 years. What's everyone going to think if he suddenly goes off in another career direction? And as I said to him, let's chalk it out. How many people are you really worried about? We talked it out, and it was less than 20. And ultimately, are those 20 people going to pay our bills? Are they going to make us happy or help us feel fulfilled? Are they going to help us out when he's working, 80-hour weeks and's burnt out? No. So anyway, I have to go. My 3-year-old is crying, so I have to go help her. So I hope you got some value from this. Thank you for joining me. Please post some questions into the comment section, and I'll answer them for you next week.